Hi, I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks for watching us tonight. Taking it to the streets. That is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. Today here in New York City, another far-left demonstration as a bunch of people march on Wall Street. Why? We aren't exactly sure. What we do know is that these folks are zealots. We're being organized by some very interesting people. Does the name MoveOn.org mean anything to you? How about George Soros, our pal? Well, for the first time, MoveOn, funded in part by Soros, has openly allied itself with the protesters. In addition, we have some unions in the mix. The United Auto Workers, the United Federation of Teachers, and the always reliable SEIU. Of course, not all workers in those unions support bringing down capitalism. They don't. But their leadership is certainly sympathetic to the demonstrators. But again, what do these people want? The common thread seems to be income equality. Groups like the Working Families Party and the Strong Economy for All coalition are basically socialistic outfits. They want the government to take money away from the affluent and give it to them. Nice deal if you can get it, and you can get it in places like Cuba and Zimbabwe. The big money behind these protesters, Soros, he doesn't want socialism. Soros is the biggest capitalist on the planet. He wants power, and these groups are using the far-left zealots to try to achieve that. Today, the protesters issued a statement, quote, "We want to voice our belief that the American dream will live again, that the American way is to help one another succeed. Our voice, our values will be heard," unquote. Key phrase there is to help one another succeed. But these people are not asking for voluntary help. They want to take stuff by force if necessary. It is true the far left is very disappointed with President Obama because he's not been radical enough. Mr. Obama rightly knows the vast majority of Americans do not want socialism, and while some of his programs are designed to redistribute income, the president knows he would be politically doomed if he threw in with these hardcore radicals. In the end, the protesters don't mean very much. America's a great country. If you want to be a far-left zealot, you can be. Want to demonstrate against capitalism? Knock yourself out. Just don't hurt anybody. Finally, these protests remind me of the late 1960s when the power to the people movement was at its apex. Eventually, many of those Woodstock-era protesters turned into ardent capitalists. Just ask anybody on Wall Street. And that's a memo. Now for the top story tonight.